Dude, that opening song though, oh no, Kensho going in, I was like, yo, this shit is actually fire, because I knew the man was a singer as well, but I never listened to him sing, and hearing this OP, I'm just like, yo, I love this opening, and it's definitely in recent memory one of my favorite openings sung by a VA who has a role in the series, man, because, you know, Ono Kensho is playing the main character, Tsuchika, and that OP was amazing. Speaking of that as well, the music for the series, man, KATO, TATSUYA going in. I love KATO, TATSUYA OSTs, and this is no exception. It's fucking fire. But I digress. Luck and Logic episode 1, my review, quick first impressions. I enjoyed the episode. I definitely enjoyed the episode. I will say this. Right now, it has potential. It really depends on, you know, what's done with it. But it's definitely a cliche kind of scenario. I do like the fact that, you know, it's all based in this logic and everything like that, and the otherworldly logic and everything. It is somewhat okay, but it's nothing, you know, revolutionary or that we haven't seen before. And, you know, from the transformation sequence and the contracting with these various gods and goddesses and the mythological aspect that is explained via, you know, human minds expanding and being able to comprehend more logic. I'm just like, yo, they're trying to do some things with this plot, and depending on how it's handled, depending on how the characters develop, it could be interesting. But right now, it looks straight up like, you know, I get some Campione vibes, mainly because of the mythological aspect, but, you know, any kind of harem-based Super Sentai team with the main male, you know, protagonist being fucking boss already at the start of the series, which we've seen time and time again, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And Doga Kobo is going in, as far as I'm concerned, with the art style. The color palettes look sexy, you know. There is use of CGI, but I think that the use of CGI is pretty seamless and well, it's not the best, you know, CGI animation that I've ever seen, but it's okay, and the aesthetic kind of reminds me of what Tatsunoko did with Gatchaman Crowd. So I enjoyed visually this episode wholeheartedly, and I do like the characters from what I'm seeing so far. You know, like Tsuchika seems like an interesting, you know, not really, I wouldn't say too interesting, but he seems like an MC that I can get behind. It's not like it's not an archetype that we haven't seen before, but I can vibe with him. I'm liking his sister, the whole kind of running tropes of having, you know, people like, I'm liking his sister, you know, the whole kind of quirk that she has of characterizing everything in, you know, kind of I'm liking his sister and the main, you know, kind of quirk that she has of always referring to what their mother would say on the situation, and that other, you know, that other one that she had, you know, going with kind of casting her brother in various roles. It was alright. I like that kind of, she's very kawaii. I do fuck with the sister. I believe her name was like Shiori or something like that, and it was interesting seeing, you know, the whole, it's nothing haven't seen before, especially kind of making me think of Data Live as well, from the kissing scene and then the transformation sequence with, you know, him and Athena and everything like that, but and also like the paradox levels and these little danger zones popping up with various, you know, mythological creatures appearing in there, kind of this Campione Super Sentai harem Data Live vibe that I'm getting with the series right now, especially with, you know, the MC being OP and having, you know, various girls, but it's not like he's completely overpowered, it's just that he has this experience. And, you know, I did like the fight sequence that transpired once he contracted with Athena and everything like that, but aside from that, it was just okay for me. I had, you know, high hopes going into this, and Doga Kobo has kept up their end of the bargain in terms as far as animation and art style is concerned, for me personally, and that's one thing that I was really looking forward to with this. Ever since Nozaki, they've really been starting to impress me. But that aside, the scenario definitely seems interesting, definitely has potential in it. You know, it does have a lot of cliche throughout, and it's nothing, you know, revolutionary that we haven't seen before, but it has kind of set up its world in an interesting way where I do want to see more, get into more of these characters, see what the thread is like in the series and everything like that, and see what the dynamic is like. But in terms of the team, you know, you have, you know, I haven't learned everybody's name at this stage, but, you know, you have various people contracted. I believe, you know, one of them, like probably the sniper, has contracted with Artemis and etc., and, you know, the one flame chick and everything like that. So it's that classic harem Super Sentai shit. But I digress. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. And I will definitely give this series a couple more episodes. Didn't blow me away like I expected. Definitely not one of my favorites this season right now, but definitely intriguing enough to where I want to see where it goes and see if it can start to live up to its potential. So I'm going to give it a couple more episodes. I don't know that I'm going to continue and review it, to be completely honest with you, simply because of time and how many series that I want to do, you know, in any given day. But we'll see. If it really starts to impress me, then I'm going to have to keep talking about it, and it is what it is. But it also seems like something that I would love to just sit down and kind of marathon instead of just, you know, having to wait week after week for it, because yeah, that's just the vibe that I'm getting from it. But I enjoyed myself with this episode, so check it out, see if it's for you, and that's pretty much it. I'm out. Peace.